Welcome to Moments of Stillness, a place to slow down and find peace within yourself. Today, let's talk about you don't need to be perfect to be loved. Have you ever felt exhausted from always trying to be enough for someone? You smile even when your heart aches. You keep saying, I'm fine, when all you want is to rest, to breathe, to hear someone whisper softly, it's okay. You don't have to be so strong all the time. We grow up in a world that praises perfection. From childhood, we are told, be good and people will love you. Do well and you'll be praised. Be successful and you'll be proud of yourself. Slowly, a quiet belief grows inside us that love is something we have to earn. That to be loved, we must be better, smarter, prettier, more accomplished, more patient, more everything. We keep trying to reach this invisible standard called perfect. But no matter how hard we try, it never feels enough. And the more we chase it, the more we lose ourselves. Because no one can be perfect all the time. No one can always be strong, calm, graceful, and confident. But we keep pretending because we're terrified that if we let someone see our cracks, they'll walk away. There are nights when you lie awake, staring into the dark, wondering, would anyone still love me if they saw all the parts I try to hide? The mistakes, the doubts, the messy emotions, the bad days when you don't want to do anything at all. Would anyone stay if they saw all of that? And the answer is, yes. Someone will stay. Someone will love you not because you're perfect, but because you're real. Real love doesn't need perfection. It only needs honesty. The ones who truly love you don't need you to be flawless or cheerful every day. They love you for your heart, for your essence, for the quiet kindness that you carry. They see the imperfections, the little flaws, the wounds, and they don't turn away. They stay. Because real love doesn't try to fix you. It embraces you, just as you are. You don't have to prove that you're worthy of love. You don't have to earn it. You just have to allow yourself to be seen. We often think love is something we receive when we've done enough to deserve it. But love isn't a reward. It's not something you win by performing. It's something that grows when you allow someone to truly know you, the beautiful parts and the broken ones too. So many of us carry the same fear, the fear of being too much or not enough. We fear rejection. We fear being abandoned. We fear that if people see who we really are, they won't stay. So we hide behind smiles. We say, I'm okay when we're not. We pretend to be confident, strong, and put together, when deep down, we just want to be held. But the truth is, the moment you let yourself be real, you become more beautiful. Because people don't connect through perfection. They connect through vulnerability. It's the tears, the tremble in your voice, the courage to be honest, that touch hearts. We don't fall in love with someone because they have no flaws. We fall in love because they make us feel safe enough to be ourselves. So don't be afraid of being imperfect. Don't be afraid of being soft, uncertain, or still in progress. Those are the things that make you human. Those are the things that make you lovable. You don't have to achieve anything to deserve love. You don't have to look a certain way, speak a certain way, or be better than anyone else. True love doesn't come from admiration. It comes from understanding. And that understanding only happens when you dare to show your heart, unfiltered, unpolished, sincere. Sometimes we try to hold on to people by trying harder, being kinder, doing more, becoming better. But the right people don't stay because you're perfect. They stay because you're genuine. They don't count your mistakes. They notice your efforts. They don't love your perfection. They love your presence. They don't need you to change. They just want you to be you. Remember this. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to always get it right. You're allowed to have bad days. You're allowed to be tired, to cry, to not know what's next. And still, you are worthy of love. If someone makes you feel like you constantly have to earn their affection, that's not love. That's pressure. Real love doesn't demand. It understands. It's not a competition or a test. It's a place to rest, a space where you can breathe and still be accepted. And one day, you'll meet someone who makes you realize this. Someone who makes you feel safe enough to stop performing. You'll look into their eyes and know you don't have to hide anymore. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to pretend. You can simply be. And that's enough. But before that person arrives, there's one love you must learn first. The love you give to yourself. Because if you can't love yourself when you're imperfect, it will always be hard to believe that someone else can. Start small. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am enough. Not because of what I've achieved, not because of how I look, but because I am me. Love yourself the way you would love someone fragile and precious. Be gentle with your own heart. Forgive your past mistakes. Let go of the need to impress. You don't have to constantly strive to be better just to be lovable. Self-love isn't arrogance. It's acceptance. It's waking up and saying, even if I'm not at my best today, I still deserve kindness. It's choosing not to speak harshly to yourself. It's allowing yourself to rest. It's understanding that your value doesn't depend on how productive you are, how flawless you appear, or how others see you. Even when you're lost, you're worthy. Even when you fail, you're worthy. Even when you're uncertain, you're worthy. Love doesn't wait until you're healed. It walks with you while you're still learning how to be whole again. So if today you feel small or invisible, remember this: you don't need to shine brighter to deserve love. You don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be extraordinary. You just need to be present, alive, breathing, human. That's enough. The people who truly love you will see beauty in your honesty, not in your perfection. They'll admire your softness, not your strength. They'll stay not because you never fall, but because you keep trying to stand. They'll love you for your quiet courage, for showing up as yourself, even when you're scared. And slowly, you'll learn that love isn't about being someone's ideal. It's about being seen and still chosen. It's about the safety of knowing that you don't have to hide your flaws to be accepted. It's about feeling at peace in someone's presence because they see your soul, not just your surface. One day, you'll realize that all along, you've been enough. That the love you were searching for was never out there. It was always within you. You were just too busy trying to become perfect to notice it. When you start treating yourself with love, the world softens. You begin to attract the kind of love that doesn't make you shrink or perform, the kind that doesn't demand you to change, but inspires you to grow naturally, the kind that feels like coming home. So breathe. You don't have to keep running. You don't have to prove anything. The right people will find you. The right love will stay. And until then, be gentle with yourself. Hold your own hand. Speak kindly to your heart. Forgive the days you feel broken. Celebrate the days you feel whole. Both are part of you, and both are beautiful. You don't need to be perfect to be loved. You just need to be true. Because real love doesn't ask for perfection. It asks for presence. And in your presence, in your raw humanity, there is already so much to love. Thank you for spending this quiet moment with Moments of Stillness. If this video helped you feel a little calmer, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need a breath of peace today. Until next time, stay gentle, stay mindful, and find calm in every moment.